everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Nicole and this is Let Knit Be Sew. It's Friday, well technically it's Thursday for me, but when this is going out it will be Friday, so that means it's time for another Friday Sews catch up of all of the crafty and creativeness that's been going on over the past week with the hashtag that was started by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room. So to start off with what I'm wearing, I've worn this relatively recently, but to mention it again, so this is my long sleeved Jennifer Lauren Handmade Gable top in this lovely burgundy with all these pink and orange and blue flowers on that I got from Lamazi. See the long sleeve, it's actually poking out from, just got, this is just a shop bought cardigan that I got recently because we are in the season of layering now that the weather has got cooler, but it's actually so long that it's sticking out at the bottom of this cardigan, which I don't mind, and I really like, you know, I feel like grey and this kind of like burgundy colour looks really nice together, so yeah, that is what I am wearing today. And if we go then straight into what I've been sewing, so I have one finished make and one piece, but two items almost finished. So, so start off with my. I've got such a croaky voice because I'm filming this at like 8 AM because I have some family coming to visit. So I've got a very small window for videoing this week, and yeah, I haven't had any tea or any breakfast yet, so hopefully I won't be talking gibberish from lack of caffeine and my belly won't be rumbling from lack of breakfast. But right, so my finished make is this jersey top. So I made a video about all of the whips that I had that were all stuffed into a basket, not being even looked at. Wasn't even sure exactly how many was in there, which I'll pop a link to if you'd like to go and watch that. But this jersey top was in there. It was in a Ziploc bag, all of the pieces cut out still, with all the paper pattern pieces, and then had just not been sewn up, which is very unusual for me because I cut jersey tops out often because I want to sew something quickly as like a palette cleanser or what have you, and yeah, for whatever reason this had just been left unloved in a bag. So as part of the finish that whip challenge, I decided that this would be a good one and a quick win to get finished. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take a photo yesterday because that was when the challenge finished, to put photos up of your finished whips, but never mind, I have at least finished something, which feels like an achievement. It's one thing out of that big basket of stuff. So this is the Forget Me Not Patterns Clementine top. It also comes as a dress, but I've made the top version because it was I've never sewn this pattern before, so it was to see if I like the fit of the top, and if I like the fit of the top, then the dress is also something that I would like, because it's like a sort of fit and flare style dress. But yeah, so it's in this, I believe this is I want to say it's bamboo jersey, but yeah, this was from Lamazi, but quite a while ago, so I don't know if they will still have it. And it's got this lovely cowl neck, so there's a couple of neckline options and I made the cowl neck, so you can see it's got this lovely cowl neck, which the construction of it is really nice, the way it like encloses the cowl. I've done some cowls in the past where it's just kind of quite flappy, so I really liked how this was put together. It's got princess seams on the front and on the back. Hopefully you can see them. It's blowing out the camera quite a bit, this colour. And yeah, long sleeves. Well, they might not be quite full length sleeves, they might be more like bracelet length sleeves. But yeah, let's turn it back around to the front. And yeah, it's a really lovely cowl neck. So, and the body I would say is about average in terms of the length. The seams go all the way down to the bottom. But yeah, I haven't tried this on yet. It had been because it had been lingering around in a bag. It was a little bit, it needed a wash, so as soon as I finished sewing it, I put it in the wash, and it's just finished drying. So I haven't tried it on yet, but I will when I edit this, put in some pictures, and hopefully I like it, because yeah, I don't have too many, well yeah, dresses just seem to have evaporated from my wardrobe in general. So yeah, but I don't think I have, other than like a jumper dress, I don't think I have any. Well no, actually I do have a jersey dress, but it is a Christmas sparkly one, so not really appropriate for most of the time. So yeah, I think this is something that I would, yeah, if I do like the top on me, then I would definitely consider making the dress version. But yeah, really happy to have got this whip, yeah, out of its unloved, out of sight, out of mind state, and actually sewn up. And yeah, apart from the few steps that you have to do to, yeah, put in the cowl neck and enclose that, everything else was very easily like whizzed up on my overlocker. So there was no need for it to be lingering, but I think it wasn't really lingering, it's just been forgotten about, you know. But yeah, that is the Clementine top. Okay, so my not quite finished piece, but two things, is you will have seen last week's Friday Sews, I think, I shared some fabric that I had got from Sarah at Simple Life Fabrics, which was some leopard print pink cotton jersey, and I said that I wanted to make some pyjamas. So, and the pyjamas I tend to make with jersey are the Tilly the Buns Juno pyjamas. So these are they. So got some plain black ribbing for the cuffs at the bottom, and yeah, pyjama bottoms is that, yeah, I've overlocked the top, but I need to put in the elastic, and you just fold it down and zigzag it down. But yeah, pyjama bottoms, very simple but very much needed, and you know, how fun are they in this fabric. But you know, I was looking at, so the remnant that I, because it was a remnant piece that I got, it wasn't like a cut length that on request, so I had about 1.2 meters, and so when I had cut the pyjama bottoms out, there was like a reasonable chunk of fabric, like more than I would have gotten if I had just, you know, bought this with the intention out of the roll and you know, got like a meter, but you know, not enough to do anything like crazy meaningful with. So I was sort of looking at it thinking, how can I, you know, make best use of this and not, you know, have it like sitting lingering in a basket, because I don't want to throw it away, but then it just doesn't get done anything, it just clutters up the place. And I remembered that in the summer I had bought a bundle of plain cotton jersey from Lamazi, and I had used up all of them apart from one, which was pink. Now it is not an exact match for the leopard print fabric, but it is close enough that it looks intentional rather than like looking odd, in my opinion, you know. So I thought, okay, I will make a pyjama top to go with this, because like quite often I just, you know, as I was saying last week when I was talking about making pyjamas, my pyjama tops tend to be like t-shirts that have been relegated from best day-to-day wear to looking a bit scruffy, so they get to be pyjama tops. So I very rarely make matching pyjama sets. So I decided to do that. So I used the jean t-shirt pattern, which I've mentioned loads on this channel, as my favourite just general set-in sleeve plain t-shirt. And so I cut the body pieces, so the front and the back, out of the plain fabric, and then I have cut everything else out of the leopard, and here we go. So yeah, I think it's definitely not exact, and I think obviously the print helps balance that out. But yeah, so I've done the neckband, done the sleeves. I have also cut out, I don't know where it's gone, I think it might be on the table still. There is like a little pocket, which I never usually make when I'm making them for like day-to-day t-shirts, but I thought for a pyjama top it might be cute, so I have cut that out as well, but I haven't put it on. So yeah, and all I have to do is again yeah, add that pocket and hem it, and then it will be done. So I will have a matching pyjama set, which is, like I say, it's very rare for me, but I'm not mad at it. So yeah, I thought that was a very good way to, you know, not have, you know, I know we all come in with the intention of, you know, if we have those kind of like jersey scraps, we're like, oh yeah, I'll make pants. And you saw in my whip video, I have a bag of pants that were exactly that were scraps from jersey projects that, again, have sat in a bag and not finished. So yeah, I was pleased that I had something available to, yeah, make use of the majority of that fabric. Like, there's a tiny bit left, but nowhere near what there was. So yes, pleased with those. And yeah, it was not going to take me too long to finish, but I just ran out of time before filming this. So those are my PJs. Okay, in terms of what's up next, I actually washed some fabric. So I moved to this place like a year ago now, and again, obviously a lot of my stuff had to be in storage for like 4 or 5 months whilst I was finding this place. So some of the fabrics that were like, yeah, kept in storage, you know, I tend to, if it's one of those, I like pop them in the wash to like freshen them up before I start sewing with them. And I've got like 3 meters of some just, I can't remember where I got it, might have been the fabric room. Yeah, I've got 3 meters of some like teal, so basically the same colour as this sofa Pontiroma, that I want to make just like a jogger set. So I've only got, well, I did have 2 pairs and then I got rid of a pair because they were too tight. So yeah, I want another just like matching lounge wear set. So yeah, I've got the joggers pattern that I use is the Stella joggers from the Tilly and the Buttons. Is it in the stretch book, or is it, I want to say it's in the stretch book, but I might be wrong. It's definitely in one of the books. So yeah, the Stella joggers, and then I'm not sure on the jumper. I might make, I was talking about the funnel neck version of the Jara sweatshirt in my video that I put out earlier this week about sewing my favourite jersey sewing patterns, because I'd not sewn the funnel neck version before, and I'd forgotten that that was an option. So that might be quite nice because it's, you know, it's a nice soft ponty, so that would be, I think, quite nice, you know, around your neck. But equally could end up being a linden or just a normal Jara. I'm not sure what I've got in the way of ribbing to go with it is the only thing. I know I've got some black left from making these PJs, but I thought I had some that was more tealy, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so that's probably going to get cut out soon. Again, that will be, even though it's again 2 pieces, it will be a pretty quick sew. And then I think I've now decided that the minty green corduroy is going to be a pippy, and yeah, I haven't cut it out yet. I'm looking at it sat on my table, but yeah, I think I've got, you know, probably Friday evening is going to be cutting out evening. I've not got any plans, so yeah, I think that's what will happen. So I think those are what is going to be up next for sewing projects at the moment. But you know, sometimes the mood just takes you, right, and you sew something completely different to what you were planning. So we will see. But as things stand, those are my plans. Okay, that's all of the sewing and creative content that I have for this week. I feel like I'm rushing because I know I've got to go and sort other stuff out and have breakfast before my family get here. But yeah, it will be nice to see them. It's looking a bit grey out, but it's not raining, so I think we're going to go for a walk up to one of the parks. Not sure what one. I'll see how far they want to walk, and we'll make a decision. But yeah, In terms of what else is going on, so this weekend I will actually be at a football match, which is exciting because I had to miss the last one of the Spurs women's home games because of the shingles. That was when they were like quite bad, so I unfortunately couldn't go to that. So yeah, they are at home on Sunday, so I will be going to that. But yeah, I think Saturday should have some time for sewing, as well as more Formula One. They're in Brazil this week. It's been a busy few weeks for them, hopping from country to country, but yeah, they will be racing in Brazil. So I'll be watching that, and yeah, I think that's going to be the weekend. And then yeah, we're in November, which is wild, and you know, I feel like we probably all say this, don't we? Like, oh, I can't believe, you know, another month has gone by. But here we are, and it's going to be, you know, it's going to be the C word before you know it, isn't it? So yeah. Yeah, I don't really have anything too exciting. Like I say, the next few weeks I do have more stuff on. I mentioned previously that on the 9th of November, so that's not this weekend, the weekend after, I'm going to a knitting event in Woolwich that a friend is running. And then the week after, I've got friends coming up to visit, and I think we're going to go do something Christmassy, like maybe go to like Covent Garden, which I know is going to be like busy and super touristy, but you know, yeah, it will at least be Christmassy, so there might be some pictures of some pretty Christmas lights and the whatnot. And yeah, more football, and then we're into like Christmas party season and all that jazz, and yeah, it's going to be a busy few weekends. So yeah, that's all I have to share. So I am going to sign off now, and yeah, go and have a cup of tea, because maybe the reason why I can't think of anything is because I am caffeine deprived. Yeah, I'm going to go and have my cup of tea, go and have my breakfast, and yeah, make sure that nothing else that is looking particularly untidy is laying on the floor before my family get here, so that nobody judges me too hard. Alright, thank you everyone so much for watching. Obviously, if you enjoyed the video, please do consider leaving me a like and subscribing to boost this channel in the world of all of the sewing content. And yeah, I'll be back again next week with another couple of videos, I believe. I've forgotten what was on my plan. I think I was going to make a video about the finish your whip challenge, because I was hoping that I might have finished more than just one. So yeah, I might have to look at my list of ideas for videos and see what's what there. But yeah, thank you so much everyone. Have a great rest of your week and happy sewing, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye.